exploring it all. I'm Miraculous Girl. Join me and my dad while we explore subscription boxes, the outdoors, gear and equipment, and other fun things and places. Before we get started, hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Ding!
Well, all right, guys. Thank you for that introduction, Miraculous Girl, and thank you, everyone, for joining us again here on Exploring It All. So today we got a really cool knife. I'm really excited about this. I've looked at this. I'm really excited to show you guys this knife. It is from Outdoor Element. It is the Contour Feather, is what it's called. And I've already looked at it. I love this knife. I'm really excited. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I haven't been this excited about a specific knife in a long time. This is a really cool knife. So I've got it. I've already opened this. I've already taken a look at it. You got some specs and stuff on the back, and we'll go into some of the little details about this knife. But when you open it up, this is what it looks like. It's in here, little sheath. It is not a big knife. It is a fixed blade knife. Has some really cool features and stuff, and that's what we're going to take a look at here. So first off, let's just take it out. And I don't know, it may have been in like this. I may put it back in backwards, but it is wrapped in a little, you know, the little twisty tie wire holds it down, so you can take that down. I actually was able to slide this out without having to untwist the twisty tie wire thing. But here we go. So let's take a look at this. Now, here we go. Now, the specs on this are, its blade length is 2 inches. The knife length is 5.5 inches. The sheath length is 6.3 inches. The weight is 3.2 ounces. With the sheath, the handle is 0.5 inches thick. The blade is 0.113 inches. It is made out of VG10 steel with a Rockwell hardness of 5161. It does have a 1/4 inch hex driver, replaceable ferro rod in the sheath, integrated blade sharpener, and a whistle, and along with a pocket clip. All right, so let's take a look at this real close here. All right, first up, this pocket clip. It is not designed to be, it is a pocket clip. It's not designed to be a belt clip or anything. And I may even try to EDC this thing. I just really like this. It is a little weighty. It's heavier than most fixed blades in this size and everything, but I just think it's cool. All right, so let's pop it out of the sheath. Oh, wow. Here we go. This is what this little bad boy looks like. I mean, it's VG10 steel, which I know it's not the most highest grade steel, but it is really anymore. It is a nice steel. You have, I want to say, it didn't even say the blade materials on here, but I want to say this is a G10 maybe? I don't know. You got some orange liners in here on top of it. This thing has some weight. It fits really good in the hand. Yes, this blade is not big. It is not big by any means, but it feels nice in your hand. The way it fits in your hand, you got this little lock for your finger. You got the jimping right here, and you got some really good control on this blade. I don't know. I picked this thing up, and I'm not usually a fan of the super small fixed blades. There's been quite a few that I've had that I didn't care for, and I like this one. So there's that. Now, feather stick, no. This is some fat wood. I'm gonna cut on right now, just like right out of the gate. Haven't touched the edge on this. Oops, push that out. Can't really feather stick fat wood, but we're gonna burn this in a minute anyway. So, I mean, it's got some good sharpness to it. Let me gather this all up here, because we're going to use that here in a second on another feature. Man, this is a nice little blade. Now, another feature in here on this sheath. Let's go into this sheath here a little bit. It has a sharpener in here, but this isn't the typical drag-through sharpener that you get. And I know a lot of your knife aficionados do not like these kind of drag-through sharpeners, but this really isn't a carbide one. This is a honing. It is a ceramic. So you're going to pull your knife in here. It isn't going to pull off material. It's just going to kind of hone your blade. You want to keep it nice and straight as you put it in here. And it's just going to hone the blade. And man, I can feel this thing. It is so sharp. All right, so while we're working on the blade here, let's go ahead and get some of this low visibility. So let's give it a little try on some paracord here. That slice was pretty nice. Have some of Miraculous Girl's low visibility paracord here. Oops, slipped out of my hand. Let's give it a little push through slice here. Pretty good, actually. And let's give it a little kind of pull through. Yeah, the slice is pretty good. All right, and you know what? Let's see how it works on some paper here. I don't have any good edges. You know what? So we can make curlicues if you want. Just depends on your angle there. So yeah, so the paper's working really good. And okay, so now one thing that's kind of interesting here is they got a little hex bit built into the blade. And the ferro rod they have included is a hex bit, and it screws into the sheath. So that's pretty cool. So you stick that in there, and look at that, fits nice, and it just releases right there. And you can take that and just spin it around. And take that ferro rod, as you guys can see there, it's threaded. And they do have more of these threaded ferro rods listed on their website, so you can replace that very easily. And one thing about this ferro rod is it's a hexagon shape, which we received a hexagon shaped one in one of our battle boxes from Uberleben. And that works great. And you know, you got a strike edge, and it actually says strike right on there. You got that jimping right there, so you can take some fat wood. It's got a coarse edge here. Funny side note, I've been carrying that ATAC knife, the ATAC Ghost, and did some of this exact same thing with it. And let's see how well this will strike fire. I'm going to leave it on the sheath. I don't know if you're supposed to leave it on or not. We got a bunch of fat wood in here. It says strike on here. I'm going to scrape some of the black coating off. I've never struck this before. It's kind of hard when you're doing it in one of these little tin pans, but and wow, that fat wood already caught. So we'll let that burn for a second here. And it's funny because I have a few other items here I was going to strike, but man, I was thinking, well, the fat one might be a little bit harder to strike, but it appears not. Just to kind of give you guys an idea of striking capabilities of these things. And hey, there's another feature while this burns out. We'll set this over to the side so it doesn't. You see this little indentation here in the end of the handle right here? It's got a built-in survival whistle. Check this out. Oh, it kind of hurts my ears. Yeah, there's a little indentation right here, and you blow in this little hole down here, and it does. It has a built-in survival whistle on it. That's actually pretty cool. I only have a couple of knives that actually have a survival whistle. I have a Opinel that has one. So, hey, so let's try another. We got some fluffed up jute twine here, and I have no doubt that that's going to catch real quick, and we'll burn that. Again, using the ferro rod right here out of the I'm throwing it from a distance this time. And there you go. This is going to burn out real quick because it's jute twine. So it'll burn out real quick. And dryer lint. Let's see how that strikes out here with the contour feather out from Outdoor Element. I really like this. I believe there was a 100 anniversary version of this for BattleBox. Man, I really wish I would have gotten one of those. But yeah, this is really awesome. I actually really like this. There we go. And this stuff will poof up and be gone in a minute. All right, so we have the contour feather. You got a strike edge, you got jimping on it, you got a survival whistle, you got a hexagon, and this hex, this is a standard 1/4 inch hex. It is going to work for other items and stuff. I like it. I'm not a big fan usually of EDCing a fixed blade knife. So the contour feather, I lost some of my video when I was filming the initial filming on this, so I don't know everything that I got in there, how much got left out and whatnot. I think I was just about finished though. So overall, I was really thrilled about this knife. I have EDC'd this a little bit, and normally that's not something I would do as far as EDCing a fixed blade knife, but I have to say I really like this little knife. And it just has some great features. I think I would take it as a little backup fishing knife. And there's another Outdoor Element kit I'm going to be reviewing. I may add it to that. I'm not really sure. I really like it. And I I may even get another one. I'm going to kind of wait and see if they come out with a different version with maybe different coloring in it or something. But I just think it's great. I like the little hex. I like the way the has this hex ferrule rod. Although I will admit, I'm not getting as much spark off of this ferrule rod as I do off of others, like this one, and this is the strike part. See, I get a lot of spark off of that one. Well, it worked good that time, but there has been some where I haven't. So, you know, I like that it has the little ceramic honers. It's not really as much a sharpener as, because these are ceramic, so it's going to just kind of hone the blade. It's not going to remove steel, at least it shouldn't. And the built-in whistle, I mean, it's a cool little knife. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Remember, give us a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and be nice to each other.